You are 19. You've told everyone you know, your family, your friends, the girl at the party, that you're going to be a doctor. You have never touched a patient, never held a scalpel, never seen a dead body, but you're pre-med, and in your mind, that means everything. Your life is now organic chemistry. 300 students in a lecture hall. The professor doesn't learn your name. He doesn't try. You get a 68 on your first exam. You sit in your car for 20 minutes, staring at the steering wheel. You don't call anyone. You don't know what you'd say. You volunteer at the hospital. Your badge says volunteer in big red letters, so nobody confuses you for someone who matters. You refill water pitchers. You push wheelchairs. You deliver flowers to rooms where people are dying. You apply to 25 medical schools. Rejected from 19. You pick the one with more financial aid. You're $200,000 in debt before you see your first patient. Welcome to medicine. 4 years. Every bone, every nerve, every artery, every disease, every single way the human body can fail. Then comes anatomy lab. There's a body on the table. A person who donated themselves so that you could learn. You're handed a scalpel. Your hands shake. The student next to you looks like she might pass out. You make the first incision. The room goes very quiet. You name your cadaver because calling them the body feels wrong. You spend 4 months with this person. You think about them for the rest of your life. 3rd year, clinical rotations, a short white coat, just enough knowledge to be dangerous, surgery, pediatrics, psychiatry, emergency medicine. Then you watch your first patient die, an 84-year-old man with heart failure. The monitor flatlines. The attending calls it. You stand there, not knowing where to put your hands. Nobody teaches you how to carry that home. You graduate. You're technically a doctor. You know nothing. That is not self-deprecation. That is the universal truth of every intern who walks in on July 1st. 80-hour weeks, 28-hour overnight calls, a pager that goes off 15 minutes after you close your eyes. Your personal life collapses. You miss your best friend's wedding. Your relationship ends because you canceled dinner for the 3rd time in a month. Your college friends are buying houses. You're making $65,000 a year, which sounds fine, until you divide it by the hours you actually work. You lose a patient, a 45-year-old father of 3. You told him you'd figure out what was going on. You did. You wish you hadn't. You go to the bathroom, press your palms into your eyes, breathe, and walk back out. Because there is always a next patient. You are 32 years old. You have been in training since you were 18, 14 years. $280,000 in student loans, a rented apartment. A very specific knowledge of the electrical conduction system of the human heart. Some nights, not doing this for the money feels true. Some nights, it doesn't. But then you remember Mrs. Chen, who brings cookies to every single appointment, and the teenager with leukemia who looks you in the eye and asks if she's going to die, and you tell her you're going to fight like hell, and you mean it. That's why you're here. You retire. You fold your white coat for the last time. It's worn at the cuffs. There's a stain from a code blue years ago that you never got out. You should throw it away. You can't. Your daughter is in medical school now. You told her not to go. She didn't listen. She has that same look you had at 19, that mix of terror and conviction that she can help people if someone would just let her. You can't protect her from the exhaustion, the loss, the system that will try to grind her down, the patients who will break her heart, the ones who will make it all worth it. You can't protect her from any of it. All you can do is tell her the truth. It's the hardest thing you'll ever do. Some days, you'll regret it. Most days, you won't. Because the privilege of being trusted with someone's life at their most vulnerable moment never gets ordinary, no matter how many times it happens. Somewhere right now, in a hospital, a code is being called. A team is sprinting down a hallway. A resident is doing chest compressions. A nurse is drawing up medication. An attending is calling out orders. And in the corner, a medical student is standing there, heart pounding, hands shaking, wondering if this is really what they want to do with their life. It is chaos. It is terrifying. And it is the most important thing happening in that building. At that moment, someone's life is in the balance. And a group of people who sacrificed more than anyone outside these walls will ever understand are fighting to keep that person alive. That is medicine. That is what every level of this career exists to serve, and that is why the cycle never stops.